Freeway was released for the Atari 2600 by Activision in 1981. Although it was supposedly being developed around the same time as Frogger, it bears a pretty strong resemblance. Your objective is to get as many chickens as you can to the other side of the freeway in 2 minutes. Or if you have 2 players, you can race to see who can get more. Now, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side, right? Now, why did the chicken want to get to the other side? I have no idea, but whatever the reason, it really wants to get there because these guys get the chicken shit knocked out of them. Cars and huge-ass 18-wheelers will plow these chickens at full speed, and all it does is knock them back a bit, delaying its progress, but not slowing them down at all. These chickens mean fucking business. So those are the bare basics of the game, but it doesn't really get much more complicated than that. You just cross the street and avoid cars. But unlike in Frogger, you can't move side to side, it's just straight up and down. And when you get hit, you don't have to start over. It'll just knock you back a bit like I mentioned earlier. There are 8 modes of difficulty which alters the speed of the cars, how many there are in one lane, and in some cases the size of the vehicle. The graphics and animation are simple and there's no backdrop other than the road, but the chicken and cars are recognizable enough. When the numbers at the top of the screen that indicate your score start flashing, that's when you know that time is running out and it can make a pretty intense finish in a close game. An interesting tidbit is that the game was originally called Bloody Human Freeway, and instead of a chicken, you were an insane human sprinting across a busy highway like a fucking maniac. And instead of being sent back a bit, you just turn into a pool of blood before being able to continue again, which could have made this the first game with blood in it had it been released this way, although I could be mistaken on this. But Activision changed their minds about people getting run over by cars, so instead they just substituted a chicken and scrapped the blood. What a jip. Although there are several difficulty modes to change things up, the game does tend to get repetitive after a little while. Racing with an opponent can definitely be fun for a few rounds, but you probably won't see yourself sitting around playing it for hours on end.
All I have left is a broken down pickup truck. Looks like my farm is a freeway.